What's going on, YouTube? It's James the Shimer Fantasy Battle Report. I got another battle report for you today. It's Hogfest 2018, round number 2, guys. So, if you guys just watched my Hogfest round 1, I played Schweitzer, and Euron is part of my Team Mexico team. He had for ETC, I think we had him play dwarves. This year, he might be playing as rats, because rats are his awesome tool that he likes to play with. He's a rat bastard himself. But this round is not about that rat bastard. It's about this rat bastard right here, Jeremy Schweitzer. Now, Jeremy is actually one of the people I respect the most in paint. He has a very good eye on paint, and you're going to see two beautiful, colorful armies going at it today in this battle report, because Jeremy is an awesome painter. Anyways, he normally plays, actually I think he plays demons as like a secondary, maybe rats first, or was it demons first and then rats second? I don't know. Either way, he plays rats and he plays demons, but today he's playing as rats. And Jeremy has been on a killing streak, and I mean a killing streak. He was the coach for Team USA last year at ETC, and when he came back with so many tools and ideas that he's just been on a top 3 at every tournament he's been in. He took top place a couple tournaments that I've been to that he was there, and yeah, he's just running it. Anyways, let's go over what he has. Let's go over his magic real quick. Now, this is upside down for me, but I believe it's a Trial of Faith, a Wrath of whatever the Vermin gods are, Hand of Heaven, Smite the Unbeliever, and I can't read that one, Hand of Glory, and Breath of Corruption. Don't be beeping, I'm making a video, you bastard. We're playing the diagonal, as you can see now. From left to right, he has 2 units hiding behind that building. One of them is a Plague Disciple unit. One of them is a Rattling Gun, maybe. He has a Doom Wheel on the left. Of course, he splits up his Doom Wheels like most people do. A Doom Wheel on the right. He goes ahead and it's Hold the Center. Now, he has 2 units of Brotherhood that are like 20-something guys. Then he has a giant block of Brotherhood with the Pendulum. And then he has another block of Vermin Guard with the Bell. So he is playing the double tower list. Now, it looks like he has a cannon up there, 2 cannons, but basically those are 2 catapults. And then he has a couple Disciple units. It's a very deadly list. It's a very magic heavy, shooting heavy list. As you can see, I'm playing very defensively. I'm using the hill to my advantage. Once I found out those are plague catapults, I hid my Black Orcs behind the hill. I don't need to be shot by a freaking AP-10 on my 3+ armor Iron Orcs turn 1. I think he took first turn, so that's basically why I'm playing it more defensive. Kept most of his stuff out of the range. Kept my spider back, kept my K-Pack back. Everything's in my general bubble, of course. I kept my general and shaman way back behind the spider, behind that other hill, and my savages, I believe, are the only thing outside of my general's leadership, but that doesn't really matter because nothing's going to tempt him to charge. I left my savages on the flank so that way his Doom Wheel doesn't come around the building to my flank, and also I can kind of just walk out if I want to and just wheel and turn, or just turn. Basically, the center objective is going to be held by my Black Orcs, hopefully, so we'll see how that goes. This is actually a very interesting game. I just remembered a lot of the just talking about the center and talking about the Black Orcs. I just remember how this goes and how this ends. So we're going to get there, though. As you can see, this is a better view of my side. My Goblins on the left, they're going to basically I'm angling them so they're going to just shoot whatever comes in the middle. And the K-Pack doesn't really care about water anymore. And my Wizard, everything, all my characters are in the back hill, just staying the fuck away from his Doom Wheels, because those Doom Wheels are nasty. As you can see, that's how it looks on my side. Let's go over turn 1, Vermin Sword turn 1. I don't even have a picture of my own magic. But anyways, he doesn't do much moving. He goes straight into magic. He kind of, he's kind of just gauging his way. As you can see, his Doom Wheels are, I think this is a pre-move picture, maybe? Or maybe this is my move. Oh, it's Vanguard. That's what it is. I'm sorry. This is Vanguard's. I just moved my dogs up a little bit. I'm just trying to chaff up. I don't even remember what I was trying to chaff up, but I'm going to chaff something. Anyways, first round magic, he ends up getting a 7 on the flux, goes ahead and does a Hand of Heaven onto my A-Rock, does 2 wounds, goes ahead and he does a Hand of Heaven. Oh, he got triple 5s on the Hand of Heaven on Thaumaturgy, which basically does a wound to his bell, which doesn't really fucking matter. He goes ahead and he drops a Wrath, and even though I saved all my dice to stop the Wrath, he gets it off anyways, and he puts it right here in the center of my units. This Doom Wheel is going to go ahead and start shooting dogs. It kills 2 dogs, and it actually causes a panic, even though they were leadership 10. And they ran past the A-Rock, and it's going to start off turn 1. And I believe this messes up my plan, because I was going to use them for chaffing something so I could just march right up. But now I can't because they panicked. And turn 1, I go ahead and I march up anyways. I move the A-Rock up, I move the Black Orcs up. I go ahead and I swing the Savages around like I told you. That way his Doom Wheel, if it comes to the left of the building, he basically is going to come into line of sight of my Savages, and I can just walk charge him. If he goes around the building, it's going to take him longer to get to me. That's kind of what my plan was. My dogs did rally because they're in leadership bubble, but holy shit, they were about to run off the table because my Shaman was right there. My Shaman is, I think, just keep sitting back, and then my Chigo is not getting too aggressive, but getting close enough where I can cast spells, and the K-Pack is just kind of giving range here. I'm staying out of line of sight of the Doom Wheel. Basically, I'm staying behind the building. That's what the K-Pack's doing. So the Doom Wheel, if it wants to move up to shoot, it has to move up to shoot. Magic, I got a 6 on the flux. Go ahead and I do. Okay. I do a Wrath of Gork. I don't have a picture of it. I don't have a picture of the Wrath of Gork, but I'm going to stay on this picture for a little bit. First spell of the game. I do a Wrath of Gork. Now, I usually do 4 dice spells on the Comet, because if I do 3 dice, he's going to just throw all his dice and stop it. And I actually want this to go off. Now, I know that I have a high chance of getting the spell off because I get to reroll once. So I roll the dice, and I am not shitting you. I remember this very clearly. I roll a 6, a 1, a 2, and a 3. Alright? Now, the 2 landed on terrain, and I always re-roll it if it lands on any terrain, even if it's flat. Alright? As I roll it, I roll 6, 1, 2, 3. Jeremy goes, "Man, you threw 4 dice at it. That's ballsy." And I was like, "Yeah, but look, there was like only 1 6, right?" Now, the 3 was cocked. The 3 was just kind of chilling a little angled. I'm like, I'm going to re-roll that one because it's cocked, and I'm going to re-roll that one because it's on terrain. So I re-roll the 2 dice. 6 and 6. Right now, you can see those 3 dice. I'm going to tell Jack Chapman, fuck you for that unicorn dice. I'm going to tell Alan, whatever the hell your last name is, because I can't say it, from Switzerland, fuck you for that dice. And I'm going to tell the Dice Dojo, fuck you for that dice. I got a 6, 6, 6. Fuck! Fuck! Thaumaturgy 666. Turn 1! Turn fucking 1! I grabbed, I believe it was, I don't even know if it was one of these dice or another dice. I swear to God, I never get this fucking emotional in a game. But it's turn fucking 1, and I blew up my 900 point wizard with my own damn spell, and I grab one of those dice, and I fucking chuck it across the room like, fuck you! And I chucked that fucking dice like, fuck you guys. Blew up my wizard. Fuck you. Ah, God damn it. I think I gotta smite the Unbeliever off. Oh no, this is smite the Unbeliever. He's lowering my toughness. I don't even know. Oh, this is his turn. Sorry. That was it for my turn. Nothing really happened in shooting because he has, and I didn't say this in the other video either, but he has Lightning Rod. Euron had a Lightning Rod. Nothing happened first round of shooting. It's going to go ahead and turn 2, Vermin Swarm. Vermin Swarm turn 2. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what his fucking magic phase is, but he got it off. A Smite the Unbeliever on my Black Orcs. Over here, as you can see, his wizard is shooting that rat spell into my A-Rock, does a couple wounds, and then the Comet doesn't come down, or actually I think the Comet did come down, maybe? I don't know how my general took a wound. I think the Comet came down, it did a couple wounds onto the A-Rock, did a wound onto my general. I'm pretty sure it killed the freaking rallied dogs. And my Comet, I want to say, did come down this turn or next turn. I don't remember. Over here in shooting, as you can see, there's a guy right behind that building. He's shooting at my K-Pack. He ends up doing 2 wounds with a rattling gun. This Doom Wheel's going to go ahead and shoot into the A-Rock. Kills the A-Rock. The Breath of Corruption from the tower ends up killing off, look at this, 2, 4, 6 of my Black Orcs. And then, I was like, shit, my Comet. Might as well fucking do it. Boom! It comes down! Holy shit! Now, it took out 1 catapult, not both. But it did take out, holy fuck ton of Brotherhood. I think it's hit 2 units of Brotherhood, a unit of Vermin Guard, and he ended up killing out one of his Globe Launcher teams. And, I mean, I blew up my wizard for that. It's not an even trade. That's not 900 points of rats. That's like, let's be honest, there's about 20 or 30 rats there, so that's about like 20 or 30 points. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, it's going to start off turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. I'm going to go ahead and charge K-Pack into his Brotherhood. And, I mean, they're weakened now, so I'm figuring I could probably potentially just kill out those back 2 ranks and overrun out of his line of sight. I'm trying to get into his war machine in the background, the catapult. I actually make the charge, and I angle it like so. So I need, I think, like an 11. Now, it's a little aggressive. But at this point, I already blew up my wizard. Already at this point, I'm thinking like, shit, I'm going to lose all. If I play defensively, he's just going to doom wheel me to death and magic me to death. So I have to get up in his face. And that's what I do. So I charge in like so, hit the Brotherhood, hoping to overrun into that fucking catapult. Impact hits. I end up doing like freaking 13 wounds or so, and I end up wiping out the unit. He does kill one of my K-Pack. I take out the one on the left. I overrun, and I overrun like 2 inches. Some fucking shit, man. I need like an 11, maybe a 10. I rolled 2, maybe 3. And as you can see, that's how the table looks. I just basically started putting both hordes on the... Oh, my dogs are actually still alive. But I ended up putting both my units on the hill, holding the objective, because it's hold the center, and I kind of need to hold the center because I ain't got shit else. He killed my... he didn't even kill my wizard. I killed my wizard. Turn 1. He killed my spider, and he's coming for my general next, and there's just nothing I can really do about it. So anyways, this is going to start off his turn. Vermin Swarm turn 3. Vermin Swarm turn 3. Magic, he ends up getting a 4 on the Flux. And he ends up doing Smite the Unbeliever onto my Black Orcs. Now, he's going to go ahead and hit him with the catapults and shit, and he ends up doing 5 wounds. The other, or actually, I think he did this with magic, and then the catapult ended up hitting my Savages, because I just think he thought that there was more bodies to hit. I would have focused fire on the Black Orc still. I get what he's doing, though. He's trying to make sure that none of my units are powerful enough to decimate his units. So he has about 6 wounds or 5 wounds, 5 wounds here onto my Savages. Over here, he ends up just shooting my K-Pack. I thought he was going to charge me, but he didn't. He just ends up shooting me, causing a panic. My guy runs about, from the panic, like 2 inches in front of his unit. They wasted all their steam on the charge, dude. Anyways, this rattling gun came around. He's just going to do a couple more wounds onto the K-Pack. K-Pack is actually just chaffing him now, even though it's a panicked unit. And it's going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. As you can see, the Goblins, they're not really on the hill. They're actually to the left of my general. I was fixing that tray. Made them 5 wide because this unit's coming up to my flank. And I'm like, well, at least I can hold them on the flank with the horde. Or is it his magic? Shit, what turn is this? I'm totally lost. I think I was just so out of it because I lost my fucking wizard. Or just nothing happened. I think I just turned to shoot and like nothing happened. I'm just holding the center. So it's his turn. Turn 4. He goes ahead and he does a Hand of Heaven onto my Black Orcs, kills 1 more of them. These guys are going to start shooting into my Black Orcs, kills 1 more. That's it. It's going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. I think it is. Or 4. 4. I'm second, so whatever. That was my turn 3. Yeah, so it's Orcs and Goblins turn 4. I'm going to call it the log! And I don't even think I did it for charges. I think I just did it for marches. We're going to see what I did here. Yeah, I didn't charge shit. I really didn't. We're going to go into Magic. Magic, I got a 1 on the Flux. Doesn't really matter. All I've been doing on my Magic phases now is just 5 dicing my Awaken the Beast spell to just try to keep toughness up. I did walk to get movement, and what you could see is I needed to move my general an extra inch to the left, and there was a reason for that. I'm trying to remember what it was, but basically, it's to get out of range of his doom wheel on the right. So his doom wheel on the right is just 1 inch away from just moving up and shooting. If I'm going to get shot by a doom wheel, I might as well get shot by one, not two. Shaman, same thing. Shaman's just too far away. I move my savages up, and then basically my black orcs are still holding the objective, and that's just going to be how it is. My goblins are actually protecting my flank of my general from his disciples, so he can't wheel past my goblins, and basically that's it. And I've been shooting at them every turn. I might have killed one or two, but they're in the forest. They have hard target and all these extra special rules, and they're T4. I don't think I might have killed one or two. Doesn't even matter. Let's go over to turn 4, or this is actually turn 5 Vermin Swarm, and I think that's exactly what messed him up. Even my counter's wrong. He started the game, so this messed him up. He thought he had an extra turn, and he admits it over and over, because I'm holding the center objective. I've sat on it, I think, 2 turns already. So start of this turn, he's like, oh shit, you have the objective. And not only that, but I chaffed him with my dogs, so he's gonna, if he charges my dogs, he's going to, and he has to do a frenzy check too, but he's gonna go in between the gap of the savages and the black orcs, which is fine, or he has to reform, and I should be able to cover that. Anyways, what he ends up doing is he charges his disciples here, which I was expecting that. He charges it to my dogs here to get them out of the way, of course, and he does and does. The Brotherhood on the right actually just chaffs my savages, and I'm going to have to pass a leadership 7 maximize roll. Ugh. Magic ends up getting a 5 on the flux, goes ahead and he does smite the unbeliever on my savages again, and then over here he's going to start shooting to my black orcs. He ends up killing off 5 black orcs. My black orcs are down to just 5 guys left. Over here, my goblins, they ended up killing like 3 or 4 guys, but he ends up killing like, I don't know, 15, 20 of my guys, but it doesn't really matter because I'm more ranks, he's light troops, and I'm in a whole steadfast, which is just great. Over here, he ends up killing my dogs, nobody cares. It's going to start off turn 5, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 5, Orcs and Goblins. I charged the Kieran the Coyote on the left to help out the Goblins. I charged my General Zod! Zod is going in buck naked into that fucking Brotherhood unit with the pendulum. Even though it's a pendulum, even though I know I'm gonna die, I'd never beat that thing. I'm doing it to chaff his Vermin Guard. I think that basically since it's turn 5, he could march closer, but he can't get close enough to the fucking center objective, right? I think my black orcs are pretty much over the center objective, so if I just keep the Brotherhood there, even if I win combat or lose combat by 1, I'll be able to hold the center objective for that 1 turn more, and he can't contest it, right? I think he contested it last turn with the pendulum. I don't remember exactly the schematics of it, but that fucking Vermin Guard unit is kind of chaffed in the back. I mean, he could do some reform shenanigans, maybe. I think that's what ends up happening. I don't really remember though, but basically that was my thought process: is keep his or I just don't get shot by doom wheels. That could have been it too. Anyways, my black orcs just kind of turned this way. I'm like, dude, they're dead. They can't even fight this fucking thing if it does charge in. But my savages go into that unit. I think I might have failed frenzy. Over here, my Kieran the Coyote actually flubs his rolls on the impact hits. It only kills 2. The goblins kill 1 more, but he ends up just wiping out more goblins. I ended up sticking still, though. I think I won combat barely by rank and a banner and the charge and 4 wounds. I'm at 8 combat res, but it looks like he's killed maybe 7 back. Anyways, over here, he doesn't challenge. He does the rat thing to do, and I end up just doing impact hits into his unit and I end up getting 5 wounds. He thought about this. I think he said it afterwards, like, I probably should just took the challenge. I was like, probably. It doesn't really matter. Anyways, I don't know what his role was for. I don't remember what his role was for. I think what this was his break check. He rolled an 11 the first time, and then he re-rolled it to an 8. I think that's what that was, but it doesn't really matter. Over here, he ends up destroying my savages, because again, I had Smite the Unbeliever up, so I'm only defense 3 against these fucking Brotherhood. He ends up racking up so many, but I end up actually wiping out his unit, like, entirely. And I just turned the savages this way, to face the flank of this unit, which is now facing my general, and I'm totally fine. That's kind of how it looks. Let's go start off his last turn, turn 6. Turn 6 is a very interesting turn. He charges both Doom Wheels into my general. I did not expect that. Now my Black Orcs are still holding the objective. My Savages are just outside of range to hold it, and I think that his Pendulum is or isn't. So anyways, he gets in like so. Boom, boom. Both units, right? Magic, he ends up getting a 6 on the flux, and I think now I'm holding the objective. I'm actually taking the objective. He gets a 6 on the flux, goes ahead and he does Smite the Unbeliever on these guys, so if they charge in, I'm going to still die in waves. He does Hand of Glory onto this, onto his Pendulum. Over here, he's going to shoot the Catapult into my Savages, but only kills 1. Over here, this guy's going to start shooting. He's inside the building. He's going to start shooting into my Black Orcs. He ends up killing 2. Okay? For the record, it's a champ and a musician left. I don't even have a... No, it's just a champ and a banner. I think the banner just kept falling over. Yeah. Over here, these guys ended up killing off the remainder of the Plague Disciples, which is impressive to me. Now, over here, I'm expecting my general to die. I am totally expecting my general to die. I challenge, he declines, he doesn't care, he's a rat bastard. So he gets his impact hits, he does 2 wounds. Now, my general is initiative 4, and so are some of his other things. So basically, the little rats didn't do shit, and I'm like, alright, I'm just going to go ahead and hope that I kill one of these Doom Wheels for points. That's all I'm thinking about is, I'm losing the game anyways. Actually, the objective is right under Zod. I didn't notice that. So, I think he's getting the objective on the last turn, but I still think I took the objective for the game. But, he does 2 wounds to Zod. Zod is getting his ass kicked, and I'm like, you know what? At initiative 4, I'm just going to fucking destroy one of these Doom Wheels. Now, I end up doing 3 wounds to it. Now, he does the zap, and the zap, there's a reason why Koopa's there, is he does the zap, and I use the Koopa dice, and I get a fucking ward save on it. So I'm still alive, right? And I end up doing 4 fucking wounds to this Doom Wheel. I think the Brotherhood or the Pendulum end up killing my general. Finally, he overruns, and he overruns into the champ and banner here. And I'm like, fuck! I'm going to lose the objective, I think. I think that's what it is. I think I'm going to lose the objective. Yeah. If this unit dies, I'm going to lose the objective, right? That's exactly what it is. Because my Savages could just walk onto the objective or charge into the Doom Wheel and then walk onto the objective. That's basically what I'm looking at right here. Let's go start off my last turn, turn 6. So I charge into the Doom Wheel to get to the objective, right? But I need to contest it, or else if he gets it, then we're in a tie. So I get in like so. Boom! I hit this guy, right? Magic doesn't fucking matter. I'm 5 dicing Awaken the Beast. He always has more dice than me. Doesn't matter. Now over here, it's impact hits kills the one fucking guy. It kills the one fucking guy. My last guy goes back and kills his fucking Doom Wheel. He's like, what? What the fuck just happened? Oh my god. So, I'm going to go ahead, and I think I don't think I even killed this Doom Wheel. I think I just hit him. The thing is, I'm actually closer to the objective with the Savages because of, I should be flush with his Doom Wheel, right? And I'm holding the objective with both units, and I end up taking the objective, which is just insane. Now, this game, honestly, from turn 1, after I blew up my wizard, I told him it's probably a 20-0 for Schweitzer. It's probably a 20-0 for Schweitzer. It ends up being like a 12-8 or an 11-9. Something really close, and I know he was disappointed that he should have got a bigger score. He should have got a bigger score. I was disappointed for him. But at the same time, holy shit, man. I barely fucking came out of that with any points. And the Savages ended up kind of racking up points. Zod ended up being clutch. That single Black Orc earned me like 1,600 points or some shit like that. He took the objective, and he ended up killing his Doom Wheel. So that's just insane. That is just seriously insane. Yeah, after that, that's about it, man. Holy shit. MVPs, it's really rough. I mean, I don't feel anybody excelled here. That one comment did nice, but that was definitely the LVP of the game. Zod did a good job, but he didn't really kill shit. He just kind of held things up. Kieran the Coyote didn't do shit except for impact hits and help out one unit. The Savages are basically the bread and butter, and the Iron Orcs basically, I have to give it to the Iron Orcs. They held the objective to pretty much the whole game and got me the points. So I would give it to the Iron Orcs. Anyways, guys, that's about it. Whew. Schweitzer, thanks for a good game. And like I said, it's two beautiful armies. My next game is going to be against Jake motherfucking Murphy. Here's a picture of Jake motherfucking Murphy. And his Dread Elves. But until then, holy crap. I am going to see Schweitzer, and I think he's taking pretty much an identical list to Masters on the weekend. And this is the pretty much, I think this or the, I might get the Murphy game out next, but I'm just trying to get these videos out before I go to Masters. But I might fall short on Murphy and then not have Ben Kerr or my last game against Justin Berge out till after I get back from Masters. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you do, hit like, share, hit subscribe. Basically, I already said the LVP, MVP. I already told you who like, share, subscribe. If you guys want to show further support, you could always go to my Patreon. I'll leave the link to my Patreon down below. Any donation helps. It all helps me go either to the ETC, helps me fund the trip, or goes towards my camera fund that I've been slowly building. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoy this, and until next time, take care and peace.